Hi there, it's Wendy, coming to you with my second video in one day, which must be some sort of record. Um, I thought I would share a few recent projects I've been working on. I am lately interested, for whatever reason, in YouTube video contests and challenges. I guess I've always been a fan of challenges and journaling prompts and things that get me going creatively, just anything that will kind of jog that and inspire me to make things. And so this is a pocket letter that I'm sending for a Valentine's challenge. I think you can make a pocket letter, a card, a flip book, and then if you do a video response, then that's, I guess, some sort of extra entry. And so this is my Valentine's pocket letter. It's not exactly conventional. It's using a bunch of bits and bobs. This butterfly I made out of for some reason, of course, like I start to do a Valentine's Day thing, and then suddenly there's butterflies in it, which has conventionally nothing to do with Valentine's. And so this was made out of textured wallpaper. Of course, my love for clocks. This was a piece of paper that has, it's a reference to some sort of city paper for New Orleans, and I love New Orleans, so I just decided to stick that in. This is a produce fruit mesh bag. Behind it is painted paper I made. This is a map, a napkin, a fabric scrap, an old vintage image, a puzzle piece, painted puzzle piece. This is from a card game of some sort, and I'm not sure. And behind it, some ledger paper that has handwriting on it. And here we have a Lord Byron quote, "She walks in beauty like the night." And just included that. And then some red foil that may have come from some sort of food packaging. But anyway, I'm going to send that off. And so there's that one. And then I'm also going to send, and this is to a separate person, and she doesn't actually have a challenge going, but I'm going to send this as kind of a surprise, I guess. And again, this is kind of reflective of my style. It's a bunch of little bits and pieces. People send me washi tape a lot, and I get overwhelmed and don't know what to do with it. And so I tried to use up some of those pieces. We have postage stamps. Again, we have some vintage papers. It's like a flood policy. In Happy Mail, people send me little bits. And so again, I'm trying to kind of use those. Here we have a stamp, a vintage image of a lady who's writing. And then my husband, and behind all of this is a letter that has actually my address. And so I included that. And then my husband brought home a company newsletter that had this, it was Xeroxed, and it had a Xeroxed snowman. And so I put that on there, and suddenly it became kind of a ode to winter. And this kind of seems like all things me. I tend to do a lot of papers, creating during these cold periods. I send a lot of things in the mail. I do a lot of swaps. And so hence all of the kind of writing letter kind of images. And then of course I had a couple of snowflakes that people sent me. And so I'm going to send that off along with, actually have this huge pile, much to my husband's dismay, of their old literary journals. And I've been holding on to them thinking that they'd be the perfect size for making an altered book. And so I'm just starting to work on that a little bit. And so this I'm also sending to that same person. She's not expecting it. I'm not sure what she'll think. But there's a library pocket for tags. Well, I tried to create lots of spaces for writing things. Here we have a fold out that has room for a little note, a little pocket here. I think this was for a floppy disk when they made those. Here's another pocket, little file folder. Here's another pocket with a little Christmas tag. This was an experiment in Citrusolve. I love that with the National Geographics. Obsessed with that. Here's an envelope, a little space for writing, another space for writing. There's another envelope, another envelope that I've tucked a few tags into, another envelope, and I tucked some to-do notes in it, and another envelope here, and this ATC that I created, which I love, and so I'm sad to part with it, but I think it's super cool, and probably should have made some sort of copy. And then this has also got a little space that I tucked some sticky notes into. And here we have kind of some straight up collage-y space, and then I remembered that I was trying to create spaces to write, and so I put this little post-it. And another envelope. This is also a pocket that I created out of an envelope. Another little space for writing, some tags, another space for writing, and again, more space for writing and a tag. And the back I just finished with more of that music paper, and it's this kind of cool fabric-y, fibery kind of material. It's very tough, but it's also very soft. And then the spine, I actually just used a silver marker and then used some Stays On ink to kind of rough it up. I don't know if you can see that. So anyway, I'm going to send that. I'm going to put a little rubber band or a ribbon or something around it because it's a little fat, but I enjoyed making it and enjoyed sharing it with you. As always, thanks for watching. And if you haven't already, I'd love it if you would like the video and consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you. Bye-bye.